Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ready to fire from the pistol. To the air on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Bring in the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. It's complete.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Off play action on first down. The throw. Finds the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring.
Oh, he's got some space. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down for this offense. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the right. The short hands. It's Henry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Offense in an empty set. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. At midfield, he's got room. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Memphis picking up the tempo. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth down.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third downs.
Turning it on. That's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Memphis. This defense making a big play and putting the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Got it in the middle, it's Phillips. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses look.
Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the third game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Number 19, sets a kick this low.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Lost to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Clemens. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what?
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clemens. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead.
Memphis, 14, Georgia Tech, 7.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's got an open man. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Georgia Tech. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him to you?
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Lets it fly. Finds space on the right. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Gets the back moving. Now from inside the red zone. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the back. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The hand to the running back. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Stone. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He fires a bullet to the right. Picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a crease, it's Clemens. Got enough for the 1st down. Helmet, he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Catch in the middle. It's Knight. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
They'll go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over UConn. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Got his man downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab at the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. First down here for the offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Got it in the middle. It's Harden. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Lost a throw on first down. Working that left side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they could be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Phillips. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for space. It's Raymond. Gets it past the marker. At the 35, he's loose. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Keep it simple, stupid. The dive play. That's been in the football playbook since the beginning of time, and they just gashed him right up the middle of their defense.
The Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal.
Get set.
With jet sweep pass. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Henry. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Grab behind the line. It's Porter. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Henry.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Clemens. Touchdown, Memphis. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They'll go to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quick handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Clemens. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
How about the offense, man? Dialing up the screenplay on 3rd down. They needed a play. Sometimes people like the screen, sometimes they don't. You got to call it at the right time. And they pick the right opportunity. They get the 3rd down conversion and a new set of downs.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he got away from the the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
They go to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
He wants to change this route. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
21.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Memphis. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on...
There he goes! He's at the 40. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup of the 25. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Here's the return. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The screen, he's got wheels. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Powers through the defender. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking pass. This back is dangerous on 1st down, 2nd, and 3rd. And he shows you the vision and shows you the speed. And I just love how decisive he is. He's getting north right away.
And 3rd down and long, man, everything in you knows it's a pass. Surely they're not going to run the football. But I think what you said is important, having a guy like this that can chew up yards so quickly. Because I'm thinking just make the tackle. No big deal. Force the 4th down. But, man, what a nice play by the running back.
Fires to the right. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Trying to take it back. Past the 50. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Memphis. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David can swing the ball, just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And he makes the catch at the 25. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Takes it the other way. The 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
you're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board, perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for a touchdown.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches.
He's got it down the left. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Looking to take a shot. Pulls it down on the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Georgia Tech. Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. You got to be a little bit more sound on the defense.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Georgia Tech, 35.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0.